Hello and welcome to the 2025 edition of XDWC. Goblin has reigned supreme for the past 2 years, but will anybody be able to challenge him this time around? We have a warm-up map made by Amino 2025-0, a map with some excellent practice rooms and a brilliant run to test your skills on. With me today is jhheight, and we're going to go through all the records that have been set this week for the top 20.
Hey party people.
So, first run that we have is a run by Amino that gets all of the secrets on this map. So there were 11 Zon coins to collect and a couple of bonus rooms to go for. And I've messed that one up already. Where is the number?
That's evil to have 11, but you say that it's 10. You know, when you collect the Zon coin, it says that it's 10, but there's actually 11.
True.
Evil.
Somewhere in here is a seek demo. There it is. There we go. So here is the start of the run, fully timed, but not PB. So the first one to get is this one over here. They're not going to be done in order, but it's a pretty good run. The run was actually ground out by Amino on this one, which was pretty mad. That's why I had to seek demo, because half an hour of not getting past this bit.
Yeah, this demo is pretty fast. He was trying hard to collect them really fast.
I tried doing that bit at the start where you use the teleporter to get the like a slight bit extra start speed, the sort of 400 starting circle jump rather than 320, but it was, you actually have to circle jump differently.
Doesn't work? No?
It works, it's
Maybe.
Like a haste circle jump. Because you're coming out of the teleporter with 400 units. It's sort of like a haste circle jump.
Yeah. Wonder if we will see anybody do that. Probably no, because it takes like 1 minute to set up, right?
There's no point. That's not the pre-run. There's no pre-run to doing that.
Oh. Yeah, this room is like a torture map.
Yeah, this was the mad thing watching it, because you have to be able to get all the Zon coins in one run. You have to do the first. You have to do all those practice rooms first, because as soon as you drop off that ledge at the start, you're in the run, and you can't get back to the practice rooms. So to do the torture room after you've done those first 3, you have to then just one-shot the torture room, which is... I never managed to get through it. I know most people didn't. Goblin spent an hour and a half trying and didn't get through this.
I think XDWC2025-0 also had a torture room, didn't it?
Yes, but this one's a new torture room. That one was an already existing map.
Oh, I see. Climbing the tower.
Yeah, I think this is the one that most people will have saw if they were having a look around, because you see it while you're running.
Couldn't be me. Never saw that one.
This one hanging out with Gerald. So this is also basic run through of the map for anyone who didn't get a chance to play it. Just don't have to collect all these coins.
There's like 3 or 4 left probably, right?
Yes, I haven't actually seen where all of them are.
Me neither.
So I think all the ones that he's got so far are the ones I knew where they were. I never got to the end of the torture room, but I did know where it was. Oh, there's one there. Oh, it's because I always go the other side.
Yeah, true. Yeah, they're hidden pretty well. You have to explore the map, every corner of it.
Yeah, the secrets this year, you'll have seen quite a lot of the maps and the secrets and stuff. There's a lot of good secrets this year.
Yep.
Intentional fall down to get that one. And there it is. 4 minutes and 7 seconds to collect all of the Zon coins. So I think we will take a look at the records for the actual maps, starting off with your South American champion, Dez, with a 63.67. There was no African record holder this year.
Oh.
And everybody else, well, yeah, no one from the entire continent of Africa managed to play the map, which is, yeah, kind of rare. That's not happened before.
Skips the first slick. Professional routes.
Yeah, it felt like there were a lot of different routes this week.
Maybe at the start, yeah. Pretty good speed. Maybe.
It all depends how much you can control that corner.
Ooh, drops off a lot of speed there though. Doesn't take the rocket launcher, yeah. Still pretty good run.
Yeah, oh yeah. Definitely a good run there. Up into the top 20, that was a 36th place run from Dez. So up into the top 20, we have Nature. Top 20 was exactly everybody under 1 minute. So Nature is the first person under 1 minute and the first person in the top 20. It's pretty good. That was kind of the prediction, I think, at the start of the week. That a sub 1 minute would be a very good time. And there you can see kind of most of the pre-run. That, yeah, that was a pretty brutal pre-run. All the way around, a couple of laps of that start room. And it saves half a second to the first checkpoint with an extra couple of 100 units a second. It's a big gap.
Yeah, something like that, 0.4, something like that, yeah. Takes that up ramp. I think we'll see people skip that. Cuts the corner a bit. Yeah, huge speed loss though.
Yeah, it was tough keeping speed going up there and not going too high as well. You could keep a lot of speed, but you'd end up going way too high. There's a lot to be made in the end. Next up, we have 19th place, Ninyar, a 59.75.
Not as try-hard pre-run this time.
I think, Ninyar, were you burned out on pre-running after playing Momentum Mod Vintage and having to pre-run every single map?
Rough landing for the first slick, but still gets some speed from it.
Yeah, it was a tough thing getting both of those slicks. Ah, nice jump on the side ramp to avoid the up ramp.
Yep.
It was tough coming through that warp zone because you didn't always get quite the same angle. Like, it was consistent, but because of the way you were moving into it, you'd come out at different angles, different times.
Yeah, and sometimes your view also bugs out a bit.
Yeah, there's a lot more bugging out of the view on the demos than the actual maps.
Nice rockets at the end.
Yeah, pretty good rockets. There's definitely some good time to be saved if you can get a rocket when you land and bounce on where you get the rocket, and then use that to continue. So next up we have wdjzr, who is your Asia champion, top Asian player.
wdjzr, the Delta Force soldier.
What other stats did we have while we're watching this pre-run? We had 179 players from 38 countries. That is pretty good numbers for round 0.
Yeah, that's very good.
No changes on this one. I only found out that right is faster right towards the end of the week. I was going left, but it's really difficult to make that corner and get onto this bit.
I'm not sure if it will be faster, to be honest. We'll see.
Ooh, nice.
360 tile points.
I wonder if that's resetting the mouse, because I think wdjzr's got a really small mouse pad. So it might have been easier to 360 in that position to reset the mouse anyway, because your mouse goes everywhere. Oh, he had the perfect landing to be able to do the side shot, but didn't. Interesting.
Yeah, I was too scared maybe.
Yeah.
You know, when you see those green checkpoints,
oh yeah,
start to panic.
Towards the end it is generally better to take it safe, because that end is really difficult, and it will, if you get it wrong, it's not a slight time loss, it's a complete didn't make the finish.
Yep.
Next up we have Kyle with a 39.36.
Skipping the slick, nice.
Yeah, taking super tight. So you save, when I was checking it, you save about, ooh, that's very nice. You save about 0.3 of a second by skipping the slick, but you, by going to that outside slick, you gain about 500 units a second. But then if you can skip the slick and get the second slick with some good speed, you're probably going to make it up, but it depends on your line and whether your spacing ends up getting there. So I think we're going to see a good amount of route variation there. That's a nice one. So you get an extra rocket if you can shoot while you're still stood on the rocket launcher.
Yeah, usually get only 2 there, but if you shoot one right away you have 3 then.
Yeah. Next up, we have 16th place, RainbowShadow, with a 39.3.
You said 39?
59. I have got my glasses on as well. Yeah, back over here. So that's a really nice bit of spacing, and then doesn't get the right spacing to be able to take another the second slick.
Yeah, skipped second slick, interesting. Takes this ramp.
Not great speed out of there, only 1,000. Plus 0.9. This map was brutal at the end. Like, just getting runs through.
Lots of rockets.
Oh, good speed kept there. Rainbow's a player who will always try and finish more runs, whether it's, you know, good or bad. Just tries to get runs to the finish, which is especially good on a map like that, where your finish can be so important. He's probably not panicking that finish when he's coming in, so Sometimes it sucks that you do have a terrible start on your best run, but if you go to the finish more and more times, then you'll be able to do something like he did with the excellent finish. Because I think that was definitely the fastest finish there.
Yeah, also good for practice to also finish your runs if you don't want to play offline in the safe position.
Oh, absolutely. It's even on 50-second runs, it's important to get runs to the finish so you're not nervous. Next up, we have everybody's favourite DeFrag, Knight in 15th place with a 59.28. Super close times in some places. So we had it's half a second between these top 5. So Nature, or yeah, the first 5 that we're seeing now. So Nature with a 59.83 and Rainbow, Knight with a 59.28. So that's only just over half a second.
Yeah, he played for like 1 day, or I think, or 2 days. So
yeah,
it's a very
he didn't
good
play
time.
too much on this one. Nice. This route has been great for, this map's been great for different routes. I think Knight's a super consistent player as well, so he can get away with playing less time than some people. Like, some people have to just grind and grind and grind and they'll get an amazing run eventually, but Knight can consistently get good runs, and then it's just about getting the excellent run later.
Yep.
But that's what made him really good in the live events in Diabotical and stuff like that. So the next run we have, after I've just said that it was only about half a second between Nature and Knight, the next run is 0.99 seconds between Knight and AKIMOLY. So it'll be interesting to see where that time save comes from. We've seen Rainbow having that kind of time save in the first quarter, but it'll be interesting to see where AKIMOLY is able to pick that up from, if it's noticeable or whether it's just the small optimizations or an extra. You don't always notice an extra 100 units out of a slick sometimes.
Yeah, huge jump here. Nice, like keeps 1000 speed through that entire section.
Yeah, that was really tricky.
Also doesn't use the second slick.
I think the speed he was able to keep from the first slick was fast enough that if he'd used the second slick, he would have had to have scrubbed it off straight away to get round the next corner. I was finding that after a while, that was what I was having to do. Yeah, AKIMOLY's an absolutely amazing weapons player and does some amazing tricks, so I suggested something that you shoot and pre-fire a rocket up top. Okay, he's not going to go for it. Sometimes I just put crazy theories out in my route guide videos and see if anybody does them. Doesn't get a great rocket off of that wall rocket, but does manage to keep speed at least without losing any from the wall change.
Yeah, just a clean run.
Yeah, I think it was the warp zones and that slick to up ramp after the first rocket section that really, just keeping speed there can save a lot of time, because there's nothing to gain you speed quick straight after those sections, whereas if you lose a bit of speed coming into the rocket section on that slick, you can get it back with 2 rockets, bang bang, you're done. Next up, a new-ish player who's been playing a lot of VQ3 for the most part, and this really surprised me that Mangioni was 13th here with a 58.27, because that's an incredible time for someone who came in and has hardly played CPM. But I think we don't see his records because he plays with stats off, so we don't see his records on the regular servers so much.
Yeah, mostly plays VQ3, but plays a lot and has gotten pretty good. So it carried over to CPM eventually. Damn, at the end of the grinding session.
Yeah. Oh, come on, BL. Ah, it's not quite. So in 2021, I finished to run and got a PB, and the server shut down like that second as I crossed the line. It was absolutely amazing, and I wish I kept the demo of it.
Oh, and your demo's still saved, yeah?
Yeah, across the line. It was one of those... It was way more tense than when you go, last chance to PB on relax running.
He used all the slicks possible.
Oh, that's such a good speed out of there. 1300, loses a bit hitting the wall, but incredible speed coming through there. Plus 1 second, so there's a lot of time to be saved. That's a proper VQ3 as rocket, that. Just full redirection rather than trying to get any speed out of it. Nice fireworks going off right outside my window.
Happy New Year.
Yep. They've been going off since 2 o'clock, it's incredible. You can't even see them at that time. Next up, we have a 57.58 from Plaza, who has massively improved in the last year. Had an outside chance, I think, last year at a top 20 on any given week, but this year I think genuinely we'll be seeing him every week. I think if he goes, if he properly plays every week, he's going to get in top 20 every week.
Yeah, I was also about to say he's gotten really good recently.
Yeah, I think it was the battles on Bug 100 and some of the longer maps with 2 that really pushed him to properly grinding.
Yeah, very, very nice speeds after second slick there.
That was really clean. Nothing fancy, just holding the angle coming through the warp zone.
Also going tight here. Nice.
Ooh, barely makes it.
He tried picking up the... Oh, he did pick up the grenade
Did get the rocket launcher.
Yeah, the trigger is very wide, so you could pick it up like that.
Yeah, it's pretty big. I think he just skimmed the edge, and so picked it up with his head. But that was a very nice run. Super clean, keeping a lot of speed. I think that's the main thing. It's keeping a lot of speed. Nothing fancy yet, but I do expect to see something more fancy because we've got some big time saves to go. The next run is 2, who pushed Plaza to get better.
Yeah, 5 entire seconds to go. I wonder where they are. Skips the first slick. Gets pretty good speed. Yeah, so it might be worth it at this point.
Yeah, I think if you're going for the second slick, you're possibly just going to get the same speed anyway, because you'd have to scrub off the extra speed.
1350 after the warp zone. That's very fast. Uses ground rockets there. Okay. Also gets the rocket launcher in the same way. Nice.
I think that's one of those spacing things. We saw people grabbing it in mid-air for a bit, and then we saw people landing on the rocket launcher, and now we're seeing people grabbing it from the side because they're falling way too early to be able to pick it up from over the top. So I think that's just going to show spacing throughout the whole thing.
True.
Next up in our list, we have to skip number 10, Uchi. We are very sorry to skip Uchi's run, but there was a bit of a bug on the servers, and a couple of records got deleted out of the top 10, so unfortunate. Next up, we have Snow, who still has the tag Snow, not to be confused with the Dutch player 96 plus Snow. However, we attained last year that this Snow is the better Snow. Plays in third person. Jedi Knights Academy? Which one's the third person one?
You know, coming back to the spacing at the end, for me somehow it was surprisingly consistent always. Just
Oh yeah, it was consistent. I think it's how you take that last slick section. Nice getting up onto that ledge. No, cheat runs won't cut. Some run demos were lost. A bit of overzealous deleting of demos. Unfortunately cut some runs before they should have been deleted. It is fixed for next week though, so you don't have to worry. Good bit of speed off of that rocket. Doesn't get much off of the last one, but does manage to get the height to get straight up. Very, very nice run. Snow's rockets are always interesting. Being in third person gives you a much different perspective of how far you are away from the ground. So quite often Snow will get a lot of speed from rockets because he can see much better how close he is from the ground.
Oh right, he plays in the third person, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It was absolutely mad watching the map 5 run last year in third person. Just you're flicking around all over the place. It's already kind of confusing how fast you're going on that map with all of the rockets that were being fired and the turnarounds and everything, and then watching it in third person was just nah. I think gibbz tried Snow sent the settings for JKA style third person. gibbz tried it for like 2 minutes and then went nah.
Yeah, I was about to say, I wonder where he comes from, which game. Probably Jedi Knight Academy if he plays in third person.
Yeah, it is JK.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Soup from TF2 Jump. So, looking for some good rocket jumps here, would have thought.
Yeah, one of the best players in TF2 Jump, I think.
Transferred over really quickly to the strafing style as well. That's something we kind of see people struggle with sometimes. But Soup was able to pull it out in pure strafe maps as well. Takes both slicks.
Even the third one.
Was that? Did he hit the down ramp there, or did he just?
Yeah.
Nice.
Good speeds overall.
He's managed to get really nice corners and hit all the down ramps around that circle.
Didn't land on slick early there, but still pretty good.
Pre-fired rocket in front of him, TF2 style.
Very nice.
It works here. It doesn't work in Quake 3, so very nice. Super good with the slick, able to, and with the rockets before the slick, able to carry all that speed through. It was really nice. Next up, we should have my wonderful co-commentator jhh's run, but unfortunately that was also lost. So we will move on to Source, your United States, North America champion. This is a whole second jump from Soup's run, pretty much. jhh and Soup were really close together, 0.06 apart, and then jhh to Source was 0.86.
Trust me, you didn't want to see my run anyway.
I think there's a lot of people, that happens every XDWC, but a lot of people saying that, especially for this one, because it was around 0. I know Source said he didn't want to put too much into it, not burn out on the pre-maps, that sort of thing.
Yeah, same, honestly.
It's a great map for that kind of not wanting to burn out, because it's a map. I've been playing a lot more longer maps this year, on XDWC, between XDWC, and it's really nice to pick a map that it's satisfying to get just a clean run and get everything done that you want to do, and then not grind for those micro optimizations. So I think we saw a lot of people just going for that here. Oh, 1450 out of there, that's big numbers.
Yeah, I still don't understand how he got all that speed.
Did you see his shortcut thing on the Discord?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Just turning around in that warp zone and managing to flick out. It's not an actual route that you can use because the checkpoints are there, but yeah, you can get out of bounds. Very nice last rocket. A couple of people landing on top now, so their last rocket's getting very powerful.
Yeah, his first rocket was pretty important. He didn't land on the platform, he just shot below him and got pushed down. Maybe not got pushed down, but didn't get pushed up from the jump on the platform.
Yeah.
And was able to use the next rockets as soon as possible.
Yeah, super powerful rockets, and getting anything from that speed there, it's a free rocket. You might as well, if you can, you know.
Definitely, yeah.
If you can look all the way down and you're going over about 1,500, which everybody at this point is going to be, you might as well shoot it, because even if you get nothing, it's a free rocket. You're not wasting anything. Next up, we would have Frosty, but unfortunately that demo was lost as well. But that's 55.08. And then a whole second from Source, we have gibbz. Not playing in third person. I didn't see too much chat about routes. I know Source just leaks routes every year because that's funny. But there wasn't as much chat about routes on this one.
Yeah, true. gibbz also has the most personal bests out of anybody, I think. So he has been grinding pretty hard.
Where are you getting these stats from?
From the website. You know, you can check the history of the runs.
Huh.
And when you have too much PBs, it looks kinda different. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. Interesting, doesn't do the -1 jump for the second slick, has to go kinda wide to land on it. And skips the third slick too. Very nice speeds, lands here on the slick so early. Just goes tight everywhere.
That's so much speed out of that rocket.
Yeah. Went to the side. Nice. Very clean
nicely
run.
done.
Yeah.
Now we head into the top 3. A big improvement here, going over half a second up to Shynx. Hopefully this one works. Yes, nice. This one was also deleted, but Shynx had demo recording locally, so I was able to get.
Yeah.
Very good speed out. A little bit of braking against that wall, he got so much speed out of the pre-run and the start.
Yeah, interesting. We also saw Soup do that. Seems like it's faster.
I think it just sets you up super consistently. You know you're up against that wall, and there's a lot of you're going to lose a lot of speed if you hit the next wall. So you might as well set up more consistent. Indeed, super consistently.
Not as much speed in the end as I expected, to be honest. Oh, these rockets are very nice.
They were just pure. I love Shynx's rockets. He just lays them exactly where they need to be. If you watch Source, his rockets are all over the place, like very fast flicks and then looking back to the start. whereas guys like Shynx and Shirasaki just lay the rockets where they need to be. It's so calm, so smooth.
Yeah, his last rocket especially was very nice. He didn't lose that much speed from hitting the up ramp.
Yeah. Next up, we have woah with a 55.04, only 0.05 faster than Shynx. So
yeah, he rose to the top in the last days, I think.
Let's get this history map up. I forgot about the history map.
Weapons player confirmed. Will he slow down here? Yeah, kind of.
A little bit, but definitely getting that edge just to reset himself.
So far, the same as Shynx. Barely lands on Slick there early. Some pre-fire rockets. Some crouch strats.
It's pure CTF players. Super nice into the end there. I was sure that route that woah just took there was going to be massively the fastest, but we've seen people take every different route at every different speed. Super nicely done though.
It's surprising to me that going to the side at the end is that fast.
You can just get so much more speed off of wall rockets than you can floor rockets, and I think you forget in these games how much distance verticality has. Like, you have to fall that distance, so even though you're going the same horizontal speed and falling speed's kind of separate, it's a lot different, and you have to propel yourself with a rocket, so the final rocket doesn't give you any speed to the finish, whereas as we saw with woah, he could get speed and a little bit of height right off the end.
Yeah, true.
So now we have Goblin's run, which, wherever I put the spreadsheet, is 1.34 seconds faster. And with everything Goblin does, it's probably going to be insane. Now the question is, does he do any of the rocket keeping cheats that are possible? Because there have been a few trigger hacks, but it does require a second person to stand in one place and sort it out, but we'll see. Massive pre-run.
Yeah, it's all in the massive pre-run, guys.
They only came out with the same speed anyway. It's just we don't normally see people going into that back room. It's a map with slick, so I fully expect Goblin to make it across to this slick. Beautiful step-up use.
That one. Yeah, he used the third slick.
So what speed's he going to keep through here? Yeah, full speed, 1450 we're saying nearly. He's just got such good AD turning, like that's part of the slick, but it's also something that just means that he can keep all that speed and come through there at 1500 units.
Yeah, and very calculated rockets also.
Look at that. Absolutely stunning rockets right at the end. And it's only a 0.64 improvement on the run that he had in the same map. Let's take a look at that again and hit some slow motion buttons at various points.
Yeah, that was incredible.
Yeah, the down ramps in the cave room were absolutely incredible as well. He's not actually the fastest starter. That first checkpoint, we've seen 1300, but it's very easy to sort of look at that and forget that you have to lose so much speed, as we saw people breaking into the next corner, rubbing it off against the wall. I really like this. Just getting the step up there. let's slow down this bit. Very nice.
Now check the rockets here, how he decided to shoot them. So he doesn't shoot the wall rocket here, he bounces off and then shoots a ground rocket.
He only loses about 150 speed doing that as well. This is super nice. This is just he's gaining speed turning that corner. Most people are losing speed as they bring that round, but Goblin's got such good AD that he's able to gain speed doing it.
And full YOLO for his last pads.
Yeah.
I felt like he was gonna fall at any time.
It's not much of a jump up. You can get a lot of speed out of the rocket to be able to hit that.
Very nice.
Absolutely incredible run. So let's take a look at the round 0 grinding history over on this screen. I'll just send you the link, jhheight.
That's fine, I'll watch the stream.
So that's a bit of a mess. Let's just do the top 10. So there's a lot of different people playing at different times, obviously, but these are all the PBs. As you can see, Goblin just pops his world record, and there it is. How many records did he have? The second fastest time is a 54:04. So on October 15th, 2 days in, he's able to take the record, and that's the record. Just an absolute blowout from Goblin on this one. But will we see it change? This map's been very different, compared to all the rest of the maps. It's going to be a different feel, I think.
For sure, yeah. He could have stopped grinding after 2-3 days, you know. But I wonder if he kept his 53.8, maybe that would have made other people push for top 1 and people would have gotten 53s, maybe.
Yeah, possibly. Let's see, what else have we got? Very interesting one with Delta managing to set the speed record and not finish a run.
He also has the speed record on round 1, so maybe that's what he's gonna do this entire XDWC, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just grind the speed records, you know.
Great number of players for round 0 as well. So, it's been a fantastic one. That is your stream done. Thank you very much for watching. Please join us for round 1. And we will take a look at round 1 now with the walkthrough video. So, bear with me 1 second as I bring that up.
Yeah, very nice map, amino.
Yeah, fantastic map. Fancy movement techniques are great. xdf.gg/guide to see those, but they are not required. So let's take a look at this wonderful map by VP and Cool. It has many secrets if you enjoy finding secrets, but other than that, it's just a great map. So a lot of what we're going to want to do is be aiming for staircases. Ramps are great, but staircases are safer. So we're going to come all the way around here. Take that. Take this ramp. Down this staircase, you can jump across there if you want. And here is where I think a lot of people are going to go for. It's going to be slow coming up here. You're going to lose a lot of speed hitting this up ramp. But for a lot of people, that's not going to matter all that much. Then bringing it round here, either taking that ramp up or flinging it over here, round here and through the rocks
For me, I think this is going to be the safest option. You can take that ramp and all the way over there and stay on the inside, but the safest option is to come up here on the top platform, jump over the top of that, or come all the way around here, and then just here, you can come this way and either get the double jump just like that, or if you need to, you just come up here and you can jump straight up. In here or round the back, it doesn't really matter. There's also the platform just here. A double jump off there could get you over the top here. But you could also take that red platform over there. It brings you out round there. Brings you up and round. And that could be good for taking a double jump to cut this corner. And then you're going to send it all the way down here. A very fast finish, reminiscent of, I believe, 2021 map 1. And then into the finish. Slightly faster than the last time I recorded this, because I made a mistake. Now we're going to take a look at some of the extra routes that you can start to incorporate. This map's great because it's got so many different routes, and it also lends itself to incorporating bits of them. So it might be faster for you to come round here, hit this double jump, and take a down ramp here to get up and over like that, and then take a down ramp here. Get yourself across there. Imagine that I double jump that absolutely perfectly and that I have the perfect amount of speed to do that up there. And then that I had enough speed to get straight across there. That could be really good. Or it could be possible that I want to come round from there, take that double jump that I did up here, and then come round this way. Now, I am going to tell you something. This looks like a very tempting option. To come up through here. This is more for the pros. It looks like it might be possible to do that. You miss the checkpoint that's over there, so you have to go around the end of this building here to take that checkpoint. But you might be doing something like this, up and over here, and then take this ramp up here, bringing it round the back here, getting a nice down ramp section here, and either up there or you can go underneath, and underneath will bring you out just there. Bringing yourself around to give yourself a bit of extra speed, and up here and then into this section. That could be a possible route. Again, there's your jump straight across. I definitely made that. Totally made that. A lot of these jumps are very difficult, so take that with a pinch of salt if I don't make them and have to resort to my my cheat key. You won't be able to do this in the actual run. Just as a heads up, that's not a thing. So coming through here, it could be the option to go up and over and straight across here as far as you can. And if you can land that from there and then take this, and notice that it just gets wider as you come across. So taking that across there and then running it through into the finish. I'm going to show you off one little secret that's right down at the start. If you drop out of the start, you have Kool-Aid, who made the map, along with Very Potent. Fantastic map to start us off with. Pure strafe and so many options. It's going to be amazing to see everything here. If I head into spec mode, this is an absolutely beautiful map. And we'd expect nothing less from these two. They make stunning maps. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy this map. It is a fantastic map. And I will see you on the server, grinding out this map. Thank you very much for watching. See you next week. And there we have it. The end of the week. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you, JH, for co-commentating. And we'll see you same time next week for map number 1. The first proper map that has points on the line to see who will be crowned 2025 XDWC World Champion.